Don't you hate when you're doing a video and you forget to put it on record? I just had a whole story did again and forgot, and I went to review it and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to even put the record button on. I'm getting very forgetful lately in my old age. I got to trying to okay, trying to look up here. I got a different stand today. My arms are too tired holding these outside, and the mosquitoes are terrible. So are my eyes and my teeth. So the video I was going to share was, see this little bump right here on my face? Right there? It's actually light tan. You know those moles that the movie stars put on their face, big dot of makeup. I have a natural one right there, but it's light brown and I have it covered with makeup. Y'all got one of them? Okay. And I wanted to show you something. See here, right here? You have to look real close. There's an indentation in my face right below that mole. Well, that beauty mark right there. And on this side, there's the same exact one in the same exact place. The little story about that is when I was about 15, I woke up one day and they were on my face. It was weird. And my mom, I come home from school and my mom's like, "What is that on your face? What'd you do to yourself?" I got in trouble and I didn't do anything to myself. It was just there, identical on both sides. And what it looked like was somebody skewered me in one side, and come out the other, And I'm like, I don't know what country that the people that do stuff like that are. um, I don't want to say African American, but darker people do that in other countries. And I was like, what am I reincarnated? Is it coming out of me that I was, something like that? Because it made me wonder years down the road because it never did go away. 3 years later, after that, I had moved out and I was in Hollywood, me and my best friend Margaret, and we got off the bus. We got off just a city bus, and there was this dark skinned guy. Definitely never seen anybody like him before. And I think he probably came from someplace else by himself. And he had to just staring at me, wouldn't take his eyes off me, crazy, almost like he knew me. And he had the whitest teeth I ever seen in my life. And to me, they seriously looked sharp. I'm talking like a vampire. I'm talking like every tooth looked sharp, like they can eat somebody. It was strange. I even asked my friend Margaret, I said, "Look at that man's mouth and tell me what you see." "I just see teeth." I said, "What do they look like?" "Well, they look like normal." I said, "Are they sharp?" She said, "No." I said, "Okay, then I'm not seeing what you're seeing, or you're not seeing what I'm seeing, right?" I've always been that way, been able to see different things than other people. I mean, occasionally, rare occasion. Um, And so a week later, right, we got the heck out of there. A week later, we're getting off the same bus, and there's this guy again. And this time, he's got two people with him that are dark like him, a male and a female, young, very young, probably like teenagers. Like no people I've ever seen before. They were definitely different, and they had the same teeth. And I'm like, I swear they look like they want to eat me. We got the heck out of there, and I stopped taking the city bus for a while. Never seen him again, thank God, because it was creepy. All just three of them staring at me like he went and got them, and then they came back just to stare at me. It was weird. I mean, I was young. I was a fine looking, teenager and all that, but it was just really weird. I didn't have nothing special. except for these weird things. They were very pronounced back then. You can see them better back now. I'm fat and filled out, but it's weird. You ever see people that you think you know or that you knew or that recognize you or something? Strange. Brushing my face, my hair's in the way. I got a bump right here, right there. It just came out of nowhere a few weeks ago and it's growing. I don't even know what that is. It's not a mole. I can't pick it off. It's not a sore, but it's something that is now growing. I just can't win. It's like, oh, great. Now, when I go shave my mustache, I'm going to cut myself again. That's right. Some ladies have to shave. Okay. That's from taking hormone. Actually, it's not because I started shaving when I was a teenager because it was very dark hair. So, yeah, I had to shave that. I even had hair on my arms. I don't now. They're very, very light now because I have alopecia and all your hair falls out over time. Isn't that great? Yeah, great. They said it's family hereditary. No, it isn't because there's nobody in my family who has it. Don't lie to me. You just don't know what it's from. And that's their excuse. After I had a biopsy on my scully, right? They had to numb me and then dig a little piece out. And then I'm like, you're going to tell me I have alopecia. You were already going to tell me I have alopecia. Okay. No, it ain't. I could tell you what it's from. It's all the airplanes that were down in Key Largo at that time that did all the bug spraying above. That's what that's from. Hmm? Yes, it is. I'm going to guarantee it. Going to guarantee it. Because you got to look at it this way. After they're done spraying, that bug spray is now on everything, including your car, including your hedges, your plants and everything. Everywhere it's there. You're going to get something. And as a matter of fact, when I was there were children there that were losing their hair. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Maybe I should take my face. I used to have a nice pointy chin. Now I have a square chin, square face. My doctor's like, oh, well, before my other doctor, you need to lose some weight. I do tell you, you don't have to tell a fat person they need to lose weight because they already know they're fat and they need to lose weight. So if I lost weight now, I would have hanging flesh. I don't want that. So I'm fat. I'm fat and filled out. It is what it is. I went past that limit. So now, and I know somebody who lost like 100 and something pounds and they became melted flesh. They looked better when they were fat. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, I think that's about it for today. I'll make it short. Bye.